just me though. Money make a trend and this thing dropping C-notes. Yeah, I talk real big and I walk real big. Ran that mouse, running to that money I get. Now baby pose on him, gon' pop it like that. You know he broke, baby girl, he ain't got it like that. I go 9 to 9, rain or shine. When I clock in, yeah, I win every time. I tell him God bless me every day, I tell him run it back. Yeah, I hustle 7 different ways and then I run it back.
Hey, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another episode. Before we head out in the back, I want to take a second to thank all you guys and girls out there who purchased product. We got a lot going out today. We had a lot go out on Friday. We actually ran out of the perpetual shine on the website. It's back up now. But for those of you out there, now I realize we don't have a big following on social media yet for the car care line, and we don't have a huge following on our YouTube channel. So a lot of you people that may have seen that last video offering the 50% off, maybe it was too late. You didn't see it till after the fact. So what I want to do is I'm going to extend a 25% off sale from now until the end of the month to give anybody an opportunity who didn't see the video until it was too late to still get a decent deal. But actually, I'm going to extend that deal. So that deal will be offer code YouTube. Okay, so you'll just go onto the website, iCandyPaintworks.com, and put in the offer code YouTube, and you'll get 25% off. Now, additional from the 25% off, if you'd rather have 35% off, head over to iCandy Car Care Instagram account, click the follow button, send me a DM. I'll send you a separate offer code to get 35% off, and that will be valid from now until the end of the month. Anyhow, let's get outside, see what we got going on. The running boards for Steven's 6400 are in primer. Looks like they're a mile long. I mean, look how massive those things are. Hopefully we can get these things blocked out and get them painted sometime this week. And then I think this is the last piece of the truck that goes shiny. I think there's a couple of interior pieces we still got to paint satin silver. And then there's a bunch of black stuff that goes satin black to shoot. So we're very, very close to finishing up all the paintwork. Hopefully within a week or so, we should be done with all the paint work on this truck, and then it's just going to be assembly and bed liner work still, and getting all these parts over to Tray 5 so we can get it back on the chassis.
So behind me, we have a first generation Bronco. It's a new project in the shop. The front bumper had damage and it had an ugly bull bar on it. So I took the bull bar off, took the old bumper, put a brand new front bumper on. Somehow this got hit. It damaged the rear bumper and the trim had hit the quarter panel here. So I repaired this. We're gonna prime this. We already have a new piece of trim that's gonna go on and a new bumper that's gonna go on. And I believe we're gonna get new door hinges for it, just so everything shuts really nice and works well. And I believe that's all we're gonna do to this. So it's gonna be kind of a quick in and out, fix some things. It's pretty nice. So yeah, that'll be pretty cool.
There's so much trouble in the world today. It's so hard to get ahead, yeah. Wishing my worries won't just go away. Nothing seems to clear my weary head. I take a drink after work, maybe a smoking too. Only leaves me wanting more. Need something real that can satisfy me. Look who just walked through the door. When I'm alone with you, everything is alright. When I can hold you close. There's nothing better than to have you by my side. I can tell by the way you're looking at me, we ain't gotta worry 'cause we're meant to be. When I'm alone with you, everything is alright. Too much distraction, too much going on. It's so hard to pay attention. Oh, it makes me wanna lose my phone. Too much bullshit to mention. Try to fill my cup, I try to measure up. Nothing seems to satisfy. When I'm alone with you, everything is alright. When I can hold you close, there's nothing better than to have you by my side. I can tell by the way you're looking at me, we ain't gotta worry 'cause we're meant to be. When I'm alone with you, everything is alright. When I'm alone with you, everything is alright. When I can hold you close, nothing better than you by my side. I can see it in your eyes, ain't no surprise.
Okay, we got John's truck buffed, the cab anyhow, with the first and second step. We'll do the final paint correction on it once we get it back from Trend Auto. Speaking of that, as soon as Victor gets here, we'll get the other door put back together, and then we can get this thing outside, give them a call, have them come pick it up.
So it's Thursday morning. My first project for the day is I have a bunch of miscellaneous parts from the 57 Chevy that is here for an insurance job. It caught on fire. So as you can see, I got the valve covers. There's kind of some charred stuff. So I'm gonna try to lacquer thin off as much as I can. This piece looks like it's burnt pretty good. I can see the heat on the inside, so I'm gonna have to feather that out to metal and prime it. Get the two valve covers. And then the air filter pieces. So I'll sand them all down, get them ready for paint. This truck is kind of unique and has a whole bunch of pieces. Let me grab them. That bolt up to the firewall and kind of cover it, and it gives it like a nice contrast because the truck's red. It kind of has like a charcoal color. It's kind of funny, charcoal. And it caught on fire, but it's got a charcoal colored firewall, and there's a bunch of red pieces like this, and then I think there's some polished steel, maybe stainless or something, accents. So we're gonna paint all these, and then that truck is gonna go over, get all the motor, transmission, get running again, wiring, all that stuff together. And then I'll probably come back here and we'll put the fenders and the hood on and we'll be done with it.
All right, so we got the 57 Chevy sent over to Trend to get the engine dropped in it. As you can see right here, we got our booth filters finally changed. Over here, the reason why we got them changed is we got all these copper pieces to get cleared for an HOA out in Scottsdale. Kind of a rush job that we had to get them done today so he can get them installed tomorrow. So I'll be staying here late tonight to get these things handled so I can meet him here tomorrow morning. We've got a lot of progress going on Tim's C10. We're just blocking away on it. We are in the 320 stage, I believe, on most of it inside the bed. We're getting it to the point where we can actually mount the bed back on the truck and then block all the exterior stuff that the bed and the cow are in the way of. And while the bed was off, we decided to do the whole inside, so it's a lot less work for Victor to reach in and sand it. We've begun doing the bodywork on the dually bed. We got the repairs done on the Ford Bronco. We got the bumpers in stock. We got the front one swapped out. We got the shell loosened. We're ready to get that thing in the booth to get it painted, but we're not gonna be able to do that until next week. We got all the parts for our bagger here. We can start getting that stuff prepped and ready, and a few other things. So I'm gonna get back out in the shop and check progress on a few other jobs, and maybe I'll just bring you guys along with me. Let's go. So an update here on Tim's C10. So we're kind of doing it in sections, trying to basically pre-plan the last bit of blocking on it. So we came up with a game plan to block all the back of the cab and of course the roof, and then the back of the bed and also the entire inside the bed, because it's easier to reach it off than it is leaning over the truck bed sides trying to block it inside the truck. So we basically got it, what I guess you'd call it edged out almost. I guess you'd almost like jamming it out, but we've kind of sanded all the edges. So we're gonna put the bed now on the truck Monday morning. We will bolt it down. Before we can do that, we gotta pull all the inner wheel tubs out so we can actually slide it over the chassis and the exhaust here without messing anything up. Then we gotta put all that stuff back in so the bed sides are stiff again like they're supposed to be, adjust them to where they're just right, and then we can carry on with laying all these lines right here all the way down, making sure all that line is consistent, and then blocking everything in and getting this thing finalized for paint. I'm hopeful by the end of next week, we should have all this thing ready to go. It's doubtful we'll paint it next week, probably the week after, but it should be all blocked out if everything goes well. I know we got some booth time coming up for our Ford, and we've got quite a bit more stuff still to do on the 6400. So we've got plenty. We got a bagger actually, I mentioned in the booth, that we got to get done as well. We're gonna start prepping on that on Monday. Let's go over here and take a look at the square body dually bed that we started on. Okay, so where do we start with this one? It's a lot of work, right Dylan?
A lot of work.
It's a lot of work inside this bed. So he's basically just going around, just fixing all the voids, finding all the low spots. Have you talked about this in the video yet?
Not yet.
Not yet?
I'm gonna add to what you're saying.
So, yeah, let's just add to what we're saying right now. We got like a little screwdriver-y thingy. Oh, this paint stick will work. Oh, look at that, the little clippy. Okay, so I'm here with Dylan.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody. So I'm about to talk about the dually. He kind of walked over, so let's talk about the dually together to you guys. So, first of all, how's it going?
Good. It's the end of the day, Thursday.
Yeah.
So I worked on this, I think, Tuesday and Wednesday.
Yes.
This one's a little different than the other beds that we've done. The front, because this is an 8-foot bed off a dually, the front is much longer. The panels are different, but it's also getting bed lines. So the entire time that I've been working on that, I've been keeping it in mind and trying to do my body work as fast as possible, but also not, it doesn't have to be so perfect and so straight. We're shooting for smooth. So I'm trying to find the biggest areas with the most damage and making them smooth.
Yeah, now we gotta basically explain that to them now.
Okay.
Or you were explaining to them? Okay.
Kind of both.
So basically what Dylan's saying is we're gonna make it smooth, not totally straight, because it's gonna be bed liner inside here. But I wanna make sure that when he's making it smooth and not totally straight, that he's conscious of all the lines, which I know he is. It has a lot of bead roll panels, right? And those are your favorite thing to do?
Yeah, they're super easy, they're fast.
Yeah, they're super easy, they're super fast, they always look perfect. No, they're actually the opposite of that.
I can quickly explain why they're so difficult. When you have a bead rolled panel, you have your, I call it the plateau, your top, and then you have your edge, the angled piece, and then I call it the valley, the bottom. If the plateau or the valley has a low or a high and you body work it, then you lose that angled line and you have to build it up here. So when you do body work on one thing, you have to do 3. So on a truck like this, I think it's better to stay away from it. Like, just fill the minute lows and float it and don't worry, because then you just make a huge mess of yourself. But this one's actually pretty nice. I mean, there are some pretty significant high spots where there's a brace.
But yeah, the mill thickness from the bed liner is gonna hopefully fill the majority of that in.
Well, and the texture.
And the texture too, yeah, adjusting the texture, which is why I like to shoot my bed liner with a regulator on it, so that I can adjust the pressure, and I like to crank it down to get a bigger droplet because it helps hide some of that stuff a lot easier. I know some guys like it super flat and not very peely at all, but when you do that, it doesn't really hide much. And when you're doing something like this, where you're trying to make it look as good as you can without totally killing the customer's pocketbook, with something like this, sometimes it's kind of hard to not do that. But with trying to do that, shooting a bed liner with a little bit more texture helps hide some of those imperfections. But
I also feel like the way you spray bed liner makes it look like bed line.
Oh,
if
yeah.
you blast it out flat, you're kind of like, it just looks like really orange peely paint.
Yes.
Where if you get it real textured and kind of how you showed me trigger on, trigger off, trigger on, it
I
gives
agree.
it that nice texture.
You got some blood right there. Did you get hit by a vampire somewhere?
I think I had a...
Oh man, you got attacked over here. Watch out, Chelsea. Someone attacked him.
It's
But okay, so when do you think you'll have this bed done before you go home?
okay. Oh, I was gonna go home now.
I mean, like go home at the end of the month.
Yeah.
How much longer do you think you have on the inside
My
of this bed?
hope is this kind of ate up some of my time.
Yeah.
And part of me is like, when you drop the gate, you're really gonna be staring at this area, so it's nice. But then when the gate's up, you're not gonna see it.
That
so
reminds me-
I'm hoping like a day and a half, a day. I think
Really?
A day I can wait
No,
on this.
there's no way.
2 days.
I know you're good, but I'll tell you right now, there's no way. I bet you're still working on this at the end of the week.
Okay.
Only because there's so much in here to do, you're gonna get lost in it. It really does look pretty simple probably to the untrained eye, but when you really look in here, if you think about one panel, skimming it and blocking it and getting it right, like you mentioned, all 3 layers like you have to here, how long did that one section take you? And you still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 big massive sections, all the edges to do.
Yeah.
The bed cover is done, but remember, we still have the back of the tailgate
I'm
to
gonna
do
try
too.
the Bodywork done.
Yeah, that would be great. I mean, it would be great if you did. I'm sure the customer would love it if you did too. It's just I don't know if you're going to get it nice enough for bed liner in a couple of days. But hey, if you can, that'd be awesome because we got Victor's to work on. We got a bunch of stuff for the 6400 for Steven to do.
What I could do is when I'm at halfway through a day, then I could kind of evaluate the quality of what it is, if it needs
Yep.
to be nicer and how far I've gotten, and then we'll have a good gauge of it. And what you said about getting lost, I don't know if you noticed I did this and I'm working my way around. I'm trying to do it one section at a time so that I'm not like, oh, is that done? Is it hacked? Is it roughed out? I don't know where I'm at. So I'm trying to finish one area at a time.
I think that's actually key because if you start, I've had guys that have worked here before in the past and they kind of just go all over the place and it looks like they got a whole lot done, but when it comes right down to the end of the day, they still got to go back and finalize every single panel, where what he's saying basically is he's focused on this area here, and then he's going to move forward to here, the next section, and work his way around so that he could finalize each section and get it really close before he finalizes the whole inside of the bed. And I think personally that's the way to do it, because in something like this, you really do lose yourself. There's so much going on in just this space right here. It's really difficult if you don't do that, because you end up just snowball effect.
You could end up missing areas, going, oh, I think that's good, and it's not. Or you could be going over areas that are already done. So
Yeah.
I think that just kind of...
Yeah.
I feel like Victor works like that.
He does.
On paint prep, Bodywork, when he did that bed. So,
Okay, I think this was like the longest ramble session ever.
an explanation.
It wasn't, I mean, hopefully it sounds good, because if not, I'm gonna have to clip all this out and start over. Well, I
feel
guess,
like we're like professional YouTubers. Like, you're talking, I'm talking.
yeah, we're pros now. You know, this is like, what, our 975th episode this year? So we're pros now.
Well, you do like one a week, and there's 52 weeks in a year. And you don't really take holidays, so it's a real 52.
There was a week or two when I did 3 1 week, and then I was doing 2 a week, and then I was doing so many episodes a
So it's
week.
like 100.
I felt like I was episoding everything. Like I felt like I was editing in the shower, at home, here. It was crazy. It was just too much.
Yeah.
And it was too much to watch, I think. We did grow more subscribers that way pretty quickly, but it just took too much out of me to do that. And it's too hot to do that now. But, all right, I think that's it. It's probably not. There's probably a lot more, but I think it's it for this episode. And if it's not, then you'll have to watch the next episode. Oh, wait, the show. Did we mention the show? I think we mentioned the show. Did we mention
Can't
the
hurt to
detail
mention it
product?
Twice. Oh yeah, so this Saturday at our complex, let's see if I remember the address off the top of my head. 8550 North 91st Ave, Peoria,
What suite?
71.
What building?
F?
That's right.
Wow.
F for Frank.
Okay.
That's the only way I remembered that. It took me like a year to figure that out.
It's
but-
also the easiest building to find because when you pull into the development, you just go straight to the end.
Yep. And speaking of the end, that's where all the, out in front of us, that's where all the vendors are going to be. And then the show is going to be basically from, I think, about where Trey 5's at, next door to us, down. Trey 5 will not be here this weekend. They're out doing whatever they're doing, or he's on vacation or something like that. But we'll be here. We're going to be selling merch. We're going to be selling the car care line. We're gonna have some discounts, so you'll be able to get it at a discounted rate. Come down, get some stuff, get some merch, say hey, talk about a paint job maybe you wanna get done. Check out a couple vehicles that we're gonna have here, and we'll see you guys there. And if not there, we'll see you on the next episode. That's how you do it. That might have been all right. I tell you what, you know what?
Well, you know what I did? I was gonna say.